face à ce monde complexe où beaucoup de certitudes sont remises en cause.
In the face of this complex world, where many certainties are being called into question, do not doubt. Be proud. Be proud of your country and of our armed forces, because that pride is legitimate. We are the most effective army in Europe. We possess the most independent and autonomous nuclear deterrent in Europe. This is a strength without precedent in today's world. Be proud of it. Be confident that you hold in your hands everything required to succeed, to ensure our country remains independent in the face of all emerging risks. But we, the French, are not spectators or commentators on the world. At every moment, we must be determined. We are here to act, to take the initiative, to protect ourselves, to produce what is necessary to do so, to redeploy new capabilities, to act immediately to protect and assist all our allies when they are threatened, and to be agents of stability wherever we are engaged.
Lorsqu'ils sont menacés, agir pour être des acteurs de stabilité partout où nous sommes engagés. Alors, en ce début d'année, soyez déterminés et soyez en action, à l'offensive, au service de la stabilité et de la paix. Soyez fiers, soyez déterminés.
So, at the beginning of this year, be determined and be active on offensive in the service of stability and peace. Be proud. Be determined, never submit, and move forward, because we have everything required, everything needed to act, because this is precisely the history of our country, because we possess the strength, and because we will continue to do so. As you have understood at the start of this year, my wishes are addressed to you, to your families, and to your brothers in arms, but they are wishes of determination, commitment, and resolve. Do not give up. Continue. I have confidence in you. And at the beginning of this year, I want once again to express my pride in standing before you, my pride in your commitment. For this is what sustains our armed forces every day and represents the debt the nation owes you. Be proud, be present, and let us move forward. Long live the Republic and long live France.
Soyez fiers, soyez là et avançons. Vive la République et vive la France. Nous avons aussi,
for the past 9 years, we have consistently upheld the necessity of strengthening European strategic autonomy and reinforcing it for our armed forces. At the outset, we did so largely alone, but that solitude must never lead us to doubt. Look at what has happened in recent years. Those who dismiss this as merely a French idea, European strategic autonomy, or a European pillar within NATO, awoke in February 2022, when Russia launched its war of aggression against Ukraine. 1 month later, under the French presidency at the Versailles Summit, European strategic autonomy was enshrined in a declaration of the European Union, and 3 years later, in March 2025, a European Council recognized European defense engagement, the European Defense Pillar, and EU funding decisions to support the efforts of European armed forces. What was initially a French conviction in response to evolving threats has progressively become a European certainty.
pour soutenir les efforts des armées européennes en ce sens. Ce qui était au début une conviction française face à l'évolution de la menace est devenu progressivement une évidence européenne. Nous avons eu raison de commencer, même seuls, et de tenir cet effort. Grâce à nos armées, grâce à la cohérence de notre stratégie, nous sommes...
We were right to begin, even alone, and to sustain this effort through our armed forces and the coherence of our strategy. We are a credible power for stability in Europe, in Africa, and in the Indo-Pacific, wherever peace is threatened, because we are credible, reliable, and predictable, a rare quality in today's world. That is why France and the Europeans must continue to be present wherever their interests are threatened, without escalation but uncompromising the defense of territorial sovereignty. I referred earlier to Ukraine and to Greenland, an autonomous territory of the Kingdom of Denmark. Europeans bear particular responsibility because this territory is part of the European Union and also belongs to one of our NATO allies.
Au Groenland, territoire autonome du Royaume de Danemark, les Européens ont une responsabilité particulière, car ce territoire appartient à l'Union européenne, car ce territoire est aussi celui d'un de nos alliés de l'OTAN.
France has decided to join the exercise initiated and launched by Denmark in a sovereign and independent manner under Operation Endurance. A first contingent of French troops is already on the ground and will be reinforced in the coming days with land, air, and maritime assets. I thank the Chief of the Defense Staff for having swiftly coordinated with his Danish counterpart and for responding decisively to the very concrete requests that were made. This is a role France must play, to remain available in assessing threats, to adapt swiftly, and to stand alongside a sovereign state in the defense of its territory.
Je réponds présent aux demandes très concrètes qui étaient formulées. C'est le rôle que la France doit jouer, celui d'être disponible face à l'évaluation de la menace, de savoir s'adapter et d'être aux côtés d'un État souverain pour protéger son territoire.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले.
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the US will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.